It's nice having the day off. It's nice knowing I'm going to have a couple of days off. It makes me just want to do video after video after video. I was just on TikTok looking for fodder for my next video. And I see that 3 days ago, which might as well be like 30 years ago with the way everything moves so fast nowadays, San Francisco had a complete blackout, power outage. And I remember a dream that I posted about on December 12th. Good morning, it's super early. Friday, I think today's December 12th. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I just got up. I was awoken out of my sleep by a terrifying dream. Normally, actually haven't had anything so terrifying as this for years now, since I had a dream showing me the loss of my son. This dream was really, really dark. I don't remember being able to see my hands in front of me. I remember asking people around me for help, but everybody I asked for help, everybody that I knew, nobody would help me. And I was terrified. And I kept hearing pandemic and catastrophe is here. Catastrophe is here. Till I woke up. And I woke up in the bed, but I felt like I should have been running, like running from something. And it must have been an angel of the Lord, because I heard, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't fear. And I started to pray. And it was hard. It was hard for me, because normally when I start praying, it's intentional. It's like, okay, I know what I'm going to God to say. But I couldn't really remember the elements of the dream. I just remember looking for help and not being able to get any. And as I prayed, the truth of the dream was coming to me. And I'm hearing Wall Street and catastrophe. We're going into a crash or a catastrophe. Normally, if I have a dream or something prophetic, I don't tell people beyond my four walls, like only the people I live with, because I don't want to sound dumb or come out wrong and then be ridiculed and stuff like that. But I felt like this is something God wanted me to share, because it's not just going to affect me, it's going to affect all of us here in the United States, at least. Although I heard pandemic, which means worldwide. If it is something that's going to affect Wall Street, then it will become worldwide. Financial problem, collapse, something. I can tell you that first thing in the morning faces it. It's rough. I was looking at like ashy and crazy, and my cheeks are all poofy because I was PMSing, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I went on TikTok and basically saw my dream came true. Like, the images that I was seeing brought back the dream to me. And I'm like, God, is this what you were showing me? And I'm hearing yes. Now, I don't know what people think or what they know or what. I know some people are thinking it's a sign of times or what have you. What the Lord is revealing to me is that this is a sign of war. It is a sign of war, and it is a strike from, I'm scared to say this online. It's a strike from Asia. I'll say that. It's war on our land, which we never see here in the United States. And it's war of very high intelligence. Okay. And let's say it didn't have to happen.
Over this past weekend, on Saturday night, over 130,000 people lost power as San Francisco went dark. In this detailed map of San Francisco, everything that's shaded in red is where they lost power. So this wasn't just a couple of areas. This was a very large scale area that lost power. As a matter of fact, take a look at some of the videos. This is just incredible to see. And as you can imagine, when the power doesn't go on, nothing in life works right. That includes traffic lights. Look at the traffic jam from vehicles that were stuck on this busy avenue right here. People were also stuck in elevators. People had no lights in high-rise apartment buildings. Just total insanity, as you can see. It's just unbelievable how fast this escalated. Just look at that, complete darkness. And as you can imagine, these Waymos all lost power, trapping people inside of them in the middle of the street with no way to get out and no way to communicate. Look at this. Just sitting stuck in the middle of the street, traffic lights out, everything out. Just total chaos. Very scary that this can happen in one of the largest cities in the world, California. It's pretty straightforward and scary that much of a major city of San Francisco was in the dark. So just keep this in the back of your mind. Hopefully they can get the power back on. But if it can happen in one major city, it can happen in many major cities. And think about the chaos that will ensue afterwards. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
A blackout plunged San Francisco into darkness Saturday, disabling traffic signals and causing gridlock. Waymo temporarily halted operations as sensor failures caused by the lack of power left the self-driving robo-taxis paralyzed at intersections.
The last couple blocks, no lights or nothing. I took my Lime up here, almost got hit by a car. No one can see anything.
Restaurants and stores were forced to shut down during one of the busiest shopping weekends of the year. The lack of power locked the door at this business. Firefighters used a crowbar to get workers out. Local utility company Pacific Gas and Electric says the outage was caused by a fire at its electrical substation, impacting nearly 130,000 customers. The cause of the fire is still unknown.
Right now, we're focused on getting customers back online, back with power as soon as we can and as safely as possible.
As crews worked around the clock to restore power to a vast majority of homes, Waymo says it resumed ride-hailing services in the city on Sunday.
I feel like whatever California is going through, it has to be spiritual, because ain't no way. California has been getting hit month after month with random weird weather related anomalies, and it's all documented. And then out of nowhere, 130,000 people lose power overnight, and it disrupted the grid so bad that all the Waymo self-driving cars were acting out and they were stuck in the middle of the street, and then they had to call fire department and all these type of people because people were stuck in the elevator, and then the people were screaming because they were stuck in the elevator. But I could imagine, because it's pitch black, right? And then they're still dealing with that fog situation in California. Like, there's so much going on. Look at the Waymo cars. Those things are stuck in the middle of the road because you know this affected the power grid as well, and they don't know where to go. They don't know. So this is exactly what you guys wanted, the selfless driving cars, right? And now they're causing a problem. They're the reason why a lot of you guys can't even go to work. And whatever happened must have been really big, y'all, because parts of San Francisco is still experiencing blackouts. Look at this, y'all. The street lights aren't working. The crosswalk path lights aren't working, y'all. Nothing is working. Look at this. So they may be trying to downplay what happened in San Francisco, because why is this happening if there was no storm or anything like that, y'all? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. You know how these people like to hide things. There's too much going on in California for this to be normal. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
So until this morning, what time is it now? 10:50. Some areas in San Francisco still has no power.
crazy. Like, driving is taking absolutely forever, as if it doesn't already. The street lights aren't even flashing red, they're just pure black. There were police officers having to control traffic in Golden Gate Park. Waymo's getting stuck in intersections because of how crazy it is. Like, San Francisco, are you okay? What is this power outage?
No, San Francisco, you are not okay. If you live in San Francisco or the Bay Area, you need to repent. Even if you see this video and you're thinking, well, I don't have a reason to repent. Repent for your ancestors. Repent for what your neighbors have done, what their ancestors do or have done. And so on and so on. Pray to God to send his redeeming angels to your city to save you. Because even if war is being played out against California, God will still protect his own. Even as 10,000 fall at your side, it will not come near you. Repent. Repent. I'm somebody who prays around the clock. And I know that when difficulty comes my way, I say, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry who offended you. I'm sorry for who's in my bloodline that I don't even know that has offended you. That's the only way. Grace and saving power finds you. Repent. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is close to home. The next thing I have to talk about is the serial killer plaguing New York City. I believe as of today, December 25th, 2025, we have had 5 separate murders. Unalivings, as they say nowadays. Unalivings. And I ask God to show me, to tell me, who is this person? What do they look like? Who to look out for? Who is their target? I've been hearing people say, it's the holidays, be extra careful, walk in a group. So let me tell you about the serial killer. The serial killer is a white man of Portuguese descent, 6'2", dark hair, brown. I believe brown eyes is what I heard also. Extremely possessed. So possessed, in fact, that if you pay attention, if you look past clothes, car, whatever charm he uses, and look into his eyes, you will see the demon. I kept hearing dark, very, very dark. And that's referring to his energy. It's so dark he can't hide it. I asked, does he use a gun? No. Does he use a knife? In terms of his abductions, he doesn't use any of those things. He uses charm. With his charm, he's able to lead off more than one female at a time. And he is targeting women. So walking in a group may not save you. Prayer and discernment will save you. He does not operate in the daytime. He prowls the street at night. Staying your tail in the house at night will save you. That's all I have to say about that. And I will be praying for him to meet his demise.
New Yorkers could be in trouble because there might be a serial killer running around that they're not telling us about. So yesterday in the Bronx, in Classen Point, a man was in his backyard and he found a body floating in water. Mind you, this is the 5th or maybe 6th body that's been found in New York City in the randomest places. You had the decomposed body in Coney Island. You had the bodies that was chopped into pieces in Harlem. You have multiple bodies that's been found in Queens, and the police aren't giving any updates. They're not even reporting who these people are. Now you gotta ask yourself, why is that? And if it is a serial killer, why aren't they alerting the public? And let me add this part that's not being highlighted. Most of those bodies that were found were bodies of women. You heard what I just said? They were bodies of women. The body that was just found in Classen Point was the body of a woman. The bodies that were found in Queens were the body of women. The body that was found in Harlem, you got it, a woman. All you got to do is look up exactly what I'm saying and you'll know that those are actual facts. Now, maybe none of these tie to each other, or maybe all of them tie to each other. But isn't it a coincidence that most of these bodies are women? Pay attention.
The serial killer in New York City, nobody's not talking about it. They just found a dead body in Van Cortlandt Park. And then they found the same thing in Coney Island not too long ago. And then I know y'all saw the news and it was like, there's a head here, there's a body here, there's a torso here. And then the kid just went missing in Queens. There's got to be one or a couple serial killers.
Before the end of the day, I got something to say. There is definitely, and this is serious, there's definitely a serial killer in New York City. And this nigga is sloppy. Whoever it is sloppy, don't care, no nothing. Body parts being left. I know it's been, y'all seen it all over the news. This body part here, this body part's here, head here, body here. I just seen a article was posted 4 hours ago. They found some skeletal remains in Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. So this is what I'm saying. There's definitely a serial killer out there snatching people up. Okay, it's not just women either. So y'all stay safe out there and be on your P's and Q's for real. If you got kids, tell your kids they don't gotta be outside for real. Do not be out there. Take your ass home. Thank you.
Okay, while I was downloading the videos from TikTok of the bodies that were being pulled out, the Spirit of the Lord was telling me that there's more than one serial killer. The first one I described targets young women and children. The second serial killer on the prowl targets the frail, the elderly. He is a light-skinned black man, 5'6", slim frame, looks unassuming, does not look threatening. He has coarse hair, although his skin is light. That's all I'm getting about his appearance. In terms of his style of attack, of course he doesn't want other people to be around. He has targeted a neighbor by scoping her out, knowing when people are there or not around and stuff like that, and made his way into her apartment. But if, like, let's say he's out on a subway platform with someone and there's no one else around, he will attack that person. He's just looking for the opportunity. That's how he is. It doesn't matter about time of day or night, or anything like that. It's just about time and opportunity for this one. And he doesn't. I'm not seeing weapons. Fists. Fists are his weapon. That's why he's looking for people who he knows cannot fight back.
Now, when I started this, I didn't think that this was going to be like a connecting thing. But there's a serial killer in New York City. Nobody's not talking about it. Yesterday, they found a senior woman in her 70s dead in her apartment with trauma to her head and her body. Now, the cops are saying there's no suspect.